Welcome back to Grocery Hauls, everybody. I am so excited to be able to do this for you. I know that the last several weeks have been kind of off and missing and everything else, but we are back on track. I do have to get sorted out what days I'm picking up groceries on, as well as when I'm doing the hauls, as far as putting them up, but that is very minimal. I do have some exciting stuff to announce. The fact that I have gone back to full force meal planning. I realized I had kind of slipped away from it. I was trying to do like more mental meal planning. You can't do that. You got to do it on paper to keep on track. And it has had a massive impact on our grocery budget. So there is that. I've got to get into the store to pick up my first order. And so I can get home and show you guys everything. I'm picking up orders from Target, from Sam's Club. I do actually have to pick up some other stuff from Target as well. And then Safeway for produce. So that's today's plan. Let me show you everything we got. All right, guys, here it is. Everything that I picked up between the Sam's order, the Target order, running into Target and running into Safeway. Back here, yes, guys, I have a thing of soda. You don't see us buy soda hardly ever. Usually it's just to make cakes with. However, this time of year you can buy the winter spiced cranberry Sprite. If I'm gonna have something, you know, it's kind of yummy. Makes a good little punch as well. And you can see the Advent socks that I also picked up at Target that got left on the chair. So that's what that is. I've got 2 tubs of sour cream. Now guys, I got the smaller tubs this time because the massive ones from Sam's Club, we have not been going through them. In fact, we kind of forget that they're there because we haven't been having tacos and stuff quite as much. Kids have not been requesting it, and I have not been baking with things that need the sour cream. So the tubs became petri dishes because kids don't always remember to make sure that their utensils are clean before dipping it in. And yeah, it's pretty nasty. So I got 2 smaller tubs. Hopefully that will eliminate some of those issues. I have got 5 tubs of butter because these are the ones from Target that are a little smaller than the ones that I get at Walmart. But since I don't go to Walmart too often, I go ahead and I get the ones that I can, and Sam's just continues to not carry them. Got some Power C because, guys, it's winter. It's that time of year. I've had some coughs and stuff going through the house. So, extra vitamin C it is. Coming back here again before I move forward, we've got 2 gallons of whole milk. I do have plans to make biscuits and gravy here in the next week, so I went ahead and got both of those. As well as, looks like a total of 8 of the Silk almond milk creamers. 2 of them are vanilla, 2 of them are sweet and creamy, and 4 of them are creme brulee. The sweet and creamy is actually the biggest reason I had to run into Target because the app said that they were low on stock, but that you had to go into the store to purchase it. I could not do it through the order or through the app order, so went ahead and ran in. They only had the 2, otherwise I would have grabbed another one of those as well. But that is what it is. Thing of barbecue sauce, because I actually went to make barbecue meatballs the other day and realized while I had a thing of grape jelly, I did not have barbecue sauce. So instead we had meatballs with marinara sauce over spaghetti, and the kids really did enjoy that, though they didn't eat it as well as they do the barbecue meatballs. So went ahead and grabbed that. The Olipop, I've got strawberry, root beer, vintage cola. I drank the orange one on the way home. They also had this 4-pack case of the strawberries. So I thought, well, I'll go ahead and I'll grab that. So that's what that is. 2 things of the sliced cheese. We've got a partial one in the fridge, but just to have for sandwiches and whatnot, because I've also got 2 things, the rotisserie seasoned chicken breast, 2 things of the honey roasted turkey, as well as a thing of hard salami. It was actually special requested. Shawn had found a different sliced hard salami at Sam's Club last week that the kids really enjoyed, but I could not find it in the app. I did, however, find that, and I told Blake that we would go ahead and get it. 2 things of the Jimmy Dean sausage to make the biscuits and gravy with. I have got a loaf of the Asiago cheese focaccia from Safeway. 4 bags of coffee. Apparently, I do have a 5-pound bag of basically it's like home roasted coffee from a small business locally owned that is actually owned by friends of ours. Shawn got me for my birthday. They make a variety of flavors. And one that they have that I really enjoy is called Highland Grog. It's got a butterscotch undertone to it, and it's so yummy. Guys, small plug for them. They don't even know I'm doing this. Brewed Awakenings. In fact, I might even like put that across the bottom of the screen here somewhere. So, check them out. See what flavors they got. They've got some fun stuff, and it is really yummy coffee.
I can't remember exactly.
So, moving on though, we've got thing of blueberries, thing of raspberries.
At the time
thing of tomatoes, way more tomatoes than I actually placed the order, but I wasn't sure where else I was going to be going.
Wasn't sure.
And Target is hit or miss on what they do actually have or not. I have not consistently been going to Safeway because I've been able to get bananas and stuff at Target. So I went ahead and I got these. Price-wise, it's very comparable to what I would have paid at the other stores. Far more. We do have some bacon, so I think we're going to do BLTs. That way they don't go to waste, but we've got them there. The only thing is I could not find lettuce anywhere. I got cabbage, but not lettuce. So, guys, produce is so hit or miss around here. It's funny, it's weird, it's frustrating. It is what it is. So, I've got two 18-count cartons of eggs there. I have got, we're just going to come back here first. Apple juice. Now, I've got the two different options because one of the teenagers wrote them on the grocery list. I wasn't sure what she wanted. I meant to ask her before I placed the order, but I forgot to. So, I now have individual bottles as well as two big bottles. I'm guessing it was to make smoothies, but I don't actually know. 2 boxes of wheat thins back there for Shawn. Coming over here, we've got 4 loaves of the Kids' Choice white bread. I was able to get that through Target. Kind of hit or miss on, where I can get the bread at anymore. Not because nobody carries it. It's just they all seem to be wiped out as soon as I go to grab it. I did go ahead and get 2 things of the burrito tortilla shells. Not because the app forced me to. This time I actually chose to. So we've just been doing more with that. We've got a couple kids that seem to go back and forth whether they prefer sandwiches or tortillas for like sandwich wraps. And so it's just easier to have them on hand. They last a while, so we're good there. Coming down here, I actually picked up the Sun Gold kiwi as well as the regular green kiwi. Just because they had them both in stock. I wasn't sure what the kids would prefer, and we got that 5-year-old back who absolutely loves kiwis. So I know that the other kids did better with the golden ones last time. She seems to love the green ones. They both like all of them. So went ahead and got that. I've got 2 more things of cuties. Again, the kids really like to snack on those. And I don't restrict them a whole lot other than I think if they've eaten so many that they're likely to get a stomachache, I might go ahead and cut them off. But they've been going through those as well as bananas. All 6 of these bunches I actually picked up at Target. They were kind of hit or miss. They're all very yellow, which is fine. It just means the kids do need to eat them a little quicker. And I'm glad I bought them there because when I went over to Safeway, the 4 bunches that they had, one of them was so green they were rock hard, and the other 3 were gray. So they are struggling with their organic bananas right now too. So that is what it is. Got those at Target. 2 heads of cabbage, very purposely different sized. One of them is so I can make cabbage soup. The other one is so that I can actually just cut it and roast it to eat as a meal for myself and share some with the kids. Just because it sounds good. I've got a bag of Fuji apples, a bag of Gala apples. I think I actually did that in the right order. Fuji's, Galas, I got 8 of each. 4 of the Caesar salad kits right there because those continue to be popular with the teenagers and everybody else. It just makes a great addition to meals as well. And then, guys, poor Micah, Mr. Moo, he kind of went backwards with things, and so we had to buy more pull-ups. Went ahead and bought them, and now today he has been dry in his underwear all day. And so I'm just going to sit on these for a while, see if we're going to end up needing them or not. And if not, either I'll return them or I will gift them to someone else who can use them. And that is what it is. Anyhow, there it is, guys. This is everything I picked up grocery-wise today. Now I'm going to get this put away and we will run through totals here in just a minute. So after all of that, I still did manage to close out at the exact same time. But that's okay because it gave me time to actually put a little more focus on the totals. I wanted to be exact as possible. Because, guys, when I told you at the start of this that I have gotten back into some serious meal planning. I was not kidding. And the impact it is having, because you guys were watching and saw that we were averaging, like, I couldn't get it below 400. In fact, most of the time it was 450 to 500 is what we were averaging. Guys, I have taken that down so far. Now things have been a little wonky as we're trying to figure out how to balance with Shawn's current job, which is proving to be a challenge, because I'm actually going to interrupt that thought really quick to tell you guys that being a YouTuber mom is actually like being on the phone. As soon as the camera comes on, the kids suddenly need everything and make as much noise as possible. So I had to step away mid-thought, and now I'm going to try to get back on track. What I was telling you guys is that budgeting has actually been really difficult for the last year, because we've not had any true consistency in pay schedules. Well, I guess the pay periods, yes, but the amount of pay, no. Things have been so all over the place. Shawn used to get paid weekly, and he was working for a really well-paying job on a salary, which means the paychecks every week were exact. We never had to do any guesswork. It was really nice. He switched to this job, which pays every other week. So we had to get accustomed to that. But to top it off, the pay has not been consistent, because the area, and guys, I've talked about this so many times, but the area we live in is very tourist based. And that means that a lot of business actually slows down for the winter. His line of work is no different, because right now he's working for a company that delivers food to restaurants and things like that. And there's not as much tourist traffic. Yes, locals eat out, but not as much as when there's tourists. So his paychecks get smaller because they get paid based on the weight and the miles they drive and all of that. And winters are always slimmer in this kind of work. And so he started last November, like at the start of everything, really slowing down. December is always the worst month for that. And then it slowly increases little by little until we hit about April. And then all of a sudden things will start jumping up. June, July, and August are usually huge months. In fact, most people in this line of work know to sock away the extra from those 3 months to get you through the rest of the year. Unless your December paychecks can pay all of your bills. And that's really a goal, is to try and do that. But your December paychecks can actually be half of what your other paychecks are. So that actually poses an extra challenge when it comes to budgeting. But then, top it off, he actually did not work a whole lot over the summer, which the biggest paycheck time frame, because he was trying to put his all into the windshield business that we started. And after doing that, we have decided together that it is best as a hobby and not something that we can do as a full force, it's going to cover our bills business at this point. There's some other things that have to get figured out if that were to be the case, but I don't think that's going to be the route we go. Kind of a hard lesson learned. But that means, again, paychecks have been so all over the place. So what I'm trying to say, guys, ultimately is that without actually meaning to, I didn't do this to coordinate with his paychecks. I'm actually not even sure if they do coordinate. In fact, things have been so off, I'm not even sure which days he gets paid on typically. I've not been in a great place with all of that. But I do know I try to keep our budget in line still, and then we work everything else around that. So all of that said, all of this rambling. All right, since I continue to be interrupted by kids fighting right outside my office door, I'm going to wrap this up here, guys. So, really, without meaning to, I started shopping on kind of an every other week schedule like I used to, where one week is slightly larger, one week is slightly smaller. However, since I have gotten back to very hardcore meal planning, that does seem to be shifting back into an every week, except that it's smaller. I am spending less. This week, when I picked up all the groceries between Sam's Club and Target, the grand total was $324.51. Now, I'm kind of pointing that out. Oh, sorry, that was Sam's Club, Target, and Safeway. Now, I'm pointing that out because the following day, I actually took our newest kiddo to an appointment, and we popped into Family Fare because I had not been able to pick up lettuce at Sam's or Target. I forgot to look at Safeway. And with that, we ended up, she talked me into some cucumbers because she was in the mood for that. And I picked up the kombuchas that I like. And then we picked up some, which is funny, I picked up some instant mashed potato packets, despite the 100 pounds of potatoes, which we don't have 100 pounds left. But the large amount of potatoes that we do have, I picked up instant because she's going to have some massive dental work done. And apparently my mind just said, grab that. So that's what I did. I got $10 worth. But we did spend an additional $51.72 there. Now you add those two together, guys, we're still under $400. And that's huge. I haven't been able to do that in months. This is with 4 extra kids here. Now I'm going to say 4, if you've watched my update on what did we do in November, you know that we have had the family of 9 that all is here. We've had our 3 extra children that we've had for about 3 months now. And then we've had a few others coming and going. The 5-year-old that we had at the very beginning of the month is actually back. So yeah, and we are full now. So there's that. Anyhow, guys, we're still with all of the coming and going and trying to meet different kids' dietary needs. And as far as giving them comfort foods, I did it all under budget. So I'm pretty proud of myself. Anyhow, guys, I am going to get moving because I have a feeling that this video is going to be pretty long when I piece it all together. I really do hope that you guys are having a blessed day. I am so happy to be back and so thankful for everybody who has stuck around and those who are coming back to check all of this out. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe to my channel, and hit that notification bell so you don't miss everything that's coming up next. And I'll see you in the next one.